The UFC is in shambles right now. Dana White shaking in his boots. Hunter Campbell and Mick Maynard, whatever their fucking names are, they're shaking right now. Whatever that loser is that they hired to help them do matchmaking, the Make a Wish Foundation kid, they're all shaking right now. Matchmaking is losing their shit. The war room is messed up. Ariel Helwani announces on Twitter now that the Saudi main event situation has been resolved, all the focus is on UFC 303. The Saudi main event situation being Hamzat Chimaev not being able to make it to a fight. He had to pull out due to the measles. Don't know if he has the measles, probably scabies or another very foreign disease that's not really foreign. But, anyways, they have a new main event lined up that does not include McGregor and Chandler. Does that mean that Hill and Olberg is getting moved up? If that is the case, nobody's going to buy that shit. Everybody's going to get their refunds back for their tickets. Everything's going to be shit. They have a new co-main lined up that does not include Hill and Olberg, which is weird because why would they need to move the co-main unless one of them two are out as well, or unless they're going to move them up to the main event spot, which would make no fucking sense. Nobody wants to spend $80 to watch Hill and Olberg fight at the top of a card. I don't give a fuck who's on the underneath card. Talking too fast, but that shit. Who the fuck would pay $80 to see Jamal Hill versus Carlos Olberg at the top of a card? That shit don't make sense. So, are they going to move them down, or is that just in case? Don't know. Ariel Helwani says the consensus seems to be that they want to announce it all and the new date for McGregor and Chandler at the same time. August or September has been discussed, and that will likely mean creating a new pay-per-view dates. Okay, Ariel Helwani, you typed this shit way too fast, dog. You need to get that fucking syntax better. That would likely mean creating a new pay-per-view dates. A new pay-per-view dates. Come on, Ariel. Those months. Okay. No talk, by the way, is centered around Chandler fighting someone else on 303. Duh. Because Michael Chandler doesn't sell pay-per-view points. Well, he doesn't sell pay-per-view. He doesn't deserve pay-per-view points either. So, who in the lightweight or welterweight division would be a high price fight for Chandler? Maybe Colby Covington. McGregor versus Covington. I mean, Michael Chandler versus Covington. Michael Chandler versus Covington. That could be a good fight if McGregor is out for an extended period. Of time. That was once discussed at the very beginning of all this, but nothing made sense. The plan, at least as of now, seems to be just move it to later this year. Okay, this fight's not gonna fucking happen, guys. This shit is not gonna happen. It should have happened after the Ultimate Fighter. Should have happened however many months ago. This shit's not gonna happen. McGregor is playing the heftiest of mind games with Chandler. This motherfucker's not gonna fight him. I'm sorry. If it does happen, don't come back to this video, but this fucking fight's not happening. But not only is the UFC in shambles because of all this fight cancellation news, they were banking on this shit being good. They were banking on the UFC Saudi card to be good. They were banking on UFC 303 to be good. They weren't banking on UFC 303 to be good. They were just banking on McGregor to show up. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, let's look at the next 3 pay-per-views. Well, the next 3 fight cards without Conor McGregor and with the new news that we now know. This fucking fight card sucks. I mean, dude, come on. There's 3 ranked fighters on this entire fucking card, dude. This is a contender series fucking card right here, dude. Let's start at the bottom. Josephine Newson versus Juliana Pilastri. Don't give a shit. I'm not saying his first name. Costa versus whoever that dude's last name. Do not care. Not getting out of the bed for that one. Jacob, man, come on. Versus Weston Wilson? Dude. Carly Judah. Dude, I'm not fucking. Jimmy Flick. There we go. That's the first fucking decent name on this card. Versus Nate Madness. Oh my goodness. Who are these motherfuckers? Who are these people? Flyweight main event. 3 fucking ranked fighters on the card. Timmy Kumba versus Lucas Almeida. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Miles Johns versus Douglas Silva de Andrade. Who gives a fuck? That dude looks 90. That's literally, you couldn't tell me that's not Davison Figueiredo's dad. That dude, Andrade, that's Davison Figueiredo's dad. This card fucking sucks, dude. I mean, it is dog shit. Let's go to the Saudi card. The Saudi card should still be good. Main event sucks. Who gives a fuck about these two? Aliskrov doesn't deserve the shit. Nobody cares. Sergey Pavlovich versus Volkov. Got two Russians fighting each other. This card is still decent. This is not a bad card now. It's just very disappointing now that Khamzat Chimaev is not going to be there. And I'm sure the Saudis are very upset too. UFC 302. I mean, UFC 303 without Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Let's see how this is going to look. As we know now, different date. Let's go back down. And that's a standard, pretty standard undercard. It looks like they're going to have. That's not bad. This one's still not bad. Machado versus Michael Page. Going to be a good fight. It's still not bad, but it's not McGregor. It's not McGregor Chandler. This pay-per-view is going to get diminished heavily. Not going to be good. UFC's in shambles. Dana White shitting his britches, boy. But that's everything. Hopefully y'all click. Hopefully y'all watch. Peace. Second salute. I'm gone.